Hey everybody, welcome to Pharaoh, a new era. A brand new remake of the Pharaoh video game from way back when, from Activision. This one's been published by DotEmu and developed by Triskell Interactive. We're doing a few dares, challenges from Dare Drop for this series. But I will be playing it through. That's the plan anyway, to play it through. So let's take a look at the drops that I have been assigned for this one. We're going to be doing Archaic Period Completed, which is missions 4 to 8 of the story mode. Build a Pyramid for the first 3 missions of the story mode. And the first Mastaba. And there'll be a couple of giveaways in this series as well. So watch through the end of future episodes and you may see some ways to enter a giveaway. So, yeah. Let's get into it here. Let's get into some Pharaoh, a new era. Start the story mode campaign. Create a family. We're going to name it the Santiago family, obviously. Already got an achievement. Proceed. Campaign mode. The pre-dynastic period, mission 1. Your family begins the pre-dynastic period, leading a small band of nomads to the discovery of the arts of civilization. Your leadership helps to set Egypt on its course to eventual greatness, still glimpsed only dimly. NUBT. So win conditions, 6 meeker shanties. Let's see what we can do here. For mission number 1. Play. Welcome to Egypt, land of the pharaohs.
Welcome to ancient Egypt.
Oh, you're going to read to me. Thank you.
Here you'll participate in the history of one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen. In an epic story that spans more than 15 centuries and 24 generations. You must lead one family, generation by generation, from its earliest beginnings in Egyptian prehistory, through the dawn of civilization, to the establishment of a unique and powerful empire and beyond. Our story begins more than 5,000 years ago, along the banks of the Nile River in an area known as Nubt. Here, a small confederacy of clans struggles to eke out an existence in the harsh environment. With you at its head, your family leads this small settlement.
The mission is lost if your debt rises to minus 5,000 debens. Watch your treasury carefully. The first things this village will need are housing to provide settlers with a suitable place to live, and a network of roads to allow its individual inhabitants to find their way around easily and efficiently. Build areas of housing and you'll soon see people move into the village. Oh, right here. Clearly placed for me to do that. Select the road button and we're going to place some roads down. The path by which immigrants reach your city is known as the Kingdom Road. Migrants usually find free passage from the Kingdom Road to the city's housing areas. If you isolate a neighborhood, I just clicked out of that. So we need to watch immigrants arrive until our city grows to 200 inhabitants. Ostrich! Hello, buddy. I'm going to name you Bob. We're going to name this is our ostrich buddy named Bob. Say hello, Bob. That's not Bob, but thank you. Got 48 friends. But 100% employment, or unemployment. Ooh. $139, $144, $146, $160. We're almost there. Here come the rest. To evolve their houses, your inhabitants will need basic access to water. Some well-placed wells will provide them with everything they need. Wells must be built on land with underlying groundwater, as indicated by the presence of green grass growing, and provide water within a 2-tower radius of themselves. If you'd rather have all the subcategories already open when you select a category, you can do so in the options. This will have no effect on Newt, but the changes will occur for subsequent missions. Watch your houses evolve until 250 inhabitants live in sturdy huts. So E opens the encyclopedia, which is very vast. The game claims to have hundreds of hours of gameplay, so we're really going to see that really quick, I think. So we're going to have a lot of unemployment for a while. A growing population needs a reliable source of food and some means of storing and distributing it. The ostriches in this region can be hunted for game. Oh no, not Bob. You'll need hunting lodges for that. Granaries can store game meat and other foods, while bazaars distribute the food to the village's inhabitants. Hunters will now set out in search of prey. If successful, they'll bring back the carcasses back to the lodge to be butchered, after which a cart pusher will deliver them to the nearest granary for storage that we're going to build now. Granaries are somewhat undesirable to live nearby, but you will need access to the workforce, so it's important to place them carefully. But far away enough from your houses so it doesn't affect that. Alright, well, your hunters now deliver game meat to the granary. You still have no way to distribute it to your inhabitants. That's the job of the bazaar. The bazaar will send one of its workers to the granary to bring back the food, and then we'll send its distributor roaming the road to deliver it to your citizens. When trying to place a building near a road, you will see indicators with arrows. I was going to ask about these. The green arrow shows where the building will spawn its walkers, and where it will take deliveries of goods. The red arrow shows the point of return for distributors coming out of this building. Sometimes both points are on the same tile. The points might change when you build new roads next to an existing building. You can check them at any time by simply hovering your cursor over the structure you want to verify. Distributors, whether they distribute goods or services to houses, roam the roads of your city for a time, and then they come back to your building. During their walk, when they reach a crossroad, they can take either direction. To avoid distributors getting lost where you don't want them to go, don't build a road network with two main intersections. This is also true for recruiters, so place your buildings accordingly. One of the tools at your disposal to control the walkers is the roadblock. Roadblocks prevent distributors and recruiters from going through, but let other walkers with a set destination path. Use roadblocks wisely and you'll be able to manage gigantic cities. So we got 2 roadblocks down, that's good. To make sure Noob sustains the test of time, we'll need to make sure that the structures in the village don't catch fire or collapse on themselves. Not all buildings are prone to risks. The best way to tell if one will need to be visited by either an architect from an architect post or a fire marshal from a firehouse is to click on it and open its panel info. Houses, for example, will catch fire if not attended to, but will never collapse on themselves. Open the service category. You can now freely place buildings. We're going to put ourselves a nice firehouse. Right there. Currently our duty roster is full. Our marshals are always out there sniffing out evidence of fire. If we got a firehouse, we need an architect post. Now that they have food, villagers need access to clean water from a water supply, which is much preferred over wells water. Water supplies must be built on grassy areas and also need access to employees in nearby housing. Once up and running, a water supply will dispatch a water carrier to deliver buckets of clean drinking water to all the houses in the immediate vicinity. So let's do that, and we're going to get a water supply. Put it right here. Reach 6 meager shanties to complete this mission. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the arrows as they kill Bob and his friends. So we've gotten 4 meager shanties so far. So we're getting there. There it is, victory. Well done. By filling your people's bellies with nourishing food and protecting their homes from fire and collapse, you have helped this fledgling civilization take its first step in the long road of history. Next mission. Let's go to Thinis. 3100 BC.
After many years and the passing of a generation, your family has resettled in the area of Thinis, in Upper Egypt. Here, a small band of local rulers is attempting to extend its influence over Lower Egypt and all lands along the River Nile, and to unite this realm under its own house with one supreme leader. Establishing Thinis as a thriving city like nothing ever seen before will prove the worthiness of the Thinite Confederacy and help them gain supremacy over Lower Egypt and the other factions vying for power. In time, this will mean providing the population with entertainment and building wonderful temples to worship the region's patron deity. To build a city this grand will require a substantial supply of cash. You'll find rich deposits of gold ore in Thinis, and harvesting them should be your first priority.
So we're going to have to start getting gold in this mission. Start to lay down your housing and provide your people with fresh water and food the same way you did it in Newt. Try to be relatively close to those ore-bearing rocks in the northwest of the map. You're going to need to mine them. You can clear off trees with the destroy button, but these won't grow back. In future missions, you'll have to make sure you won't need them before getting rid of them. Go to the world map. That's locked. Alright, so that's locked. Alright, let's just go and get started then. Housing. Now let's get some road access. You saw nothing? Now we're going to start getting population. Put some hunting lodges. I'm gonna kind of put them right here, and we're gonna do a better road out that way. There we go. Ostrich. That's delicious. It do kind of look be bussin' though. Does kind of look bussin' though. I can't believe I just said busing, quite honestly. Unemployment at 91% because we have our friends up here in the thing. The hunting lodge. Alright, so now let's go and do stock and distribution. Do a bazaar. And we will do a water supply. While we're waiting, we'll do a firehouse. You might sometimes feel the need to speed things up a bit or pause the game because a lot is happening at once. All the buttons you need to locate on the top left panel. They have their own keyboard shortcuts that you can modify in the options. Set up your shortcuts the way you feel the most comfortable with. Alright, well, I've done that. Got a firehouse. We're at 80% unemployment. We can afford to do an architect post as well. Alright, there we go. We got everything we need to start evolving these things into meager shanties. I hope.